This isn't about one case or one issue. It's about an executive branch that has decided judicial rulings are obstacles to be managed, not mandates to be followed. Now, let's be precise about what laws govern contempt of court. Criminal contempt, 18 U.S.C. subsection 401. Federal courts have inherent power to punish contempt of their authority. Criminal contempt is willful disobedience of a court order. It's a crime. It can result in fines and imprisonment. When Judge Boasberg found probable cause for criminal contempt, he was saying there's enough evidence to believe a crime was committed. Civil contempt. Civil contempt is used to coerce compliance. Courts can impose escalating fines until a party obeys. The idea is that you hold the keys to your own release. Comply with the order, and the penalties stop. But what happens when the party in contempt controls the enforcement mechanisms? When the executive branch ignores a court? Who makes them comply? There's also a constitutional structure. The Constitution separates powers for a reason. Article 3 establishes the judicial branch. Article 2 requires the president to, quote, take care that the laws be faithfully executed, unquote. That includes court orders. When the executive ignores the judiciary, it doesn't just break a rule. It breaks the structure that keeps any one branch from becoming all-powerful. Here are some questions to think about. 1. What enforcement mechanisms exist when the executive branch defies court orders? Historically, courts have relied on the executive to enforce their rulings. What happens when the executive is the one defying? 2. If officials can ignore court orders without personal consequence, what's the incentive to comply? Criminal contempt requires prosecution. Who prosecutes the executive officials when the DOJ is part of the executive branch? 3. What's the human cost? Sarah Beckstrom, the National Guard member who died as a result of the shooting while serving in D.C. on illegal orders, a court ruling the administration ignored and defied. Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who sat in deplorable conditions in El Salvador and now endures a legal nightmare because of defiance. Those are just 2 examples. How do we weigh institutional questions against individual lives? 4. Does speed create immunity? The administration argues that acting quickly before courts can rule is legitimate. Does the Constitution protect rights only for those who can get to a courthouse fast enough? 5. What role does Congress have? Congress has impeachment power. It has oversight authority. It controls funding. Why isn't Congress using these tools? Could it be Mike Johnson has surrendered his obligations to the executive branch? What can you do? Well, 1, demand congressional oversight. Call the Capitol switchboard. We all know the number by now. Say it with me. Area code 202-224-3121. Ask your representatives, what hearings are being held on executive defiance of court orders? What accountability measures are being considered? Remember, even if you don't get a response, representatives keep track of what concerns constituents call about. They want to keep their cushy jobs. 2. Support legal defense organizations. Groups like the ACLU, National Immigration Law Center, Democracy Forward, even Democracy Docket. I'll put an @ to their channel in the description box below. These organizations are fighting these cases. They need resources to keep going. 3. Follow the Abrego Garcia case. His case is ongoing. Public attention matters. When people are watching, institutions behave differently. 4. Educate your community. Share this information. Most people don't know a federal judge found probable cause for criminal contempt. This should be front page news. Make it so.